What's going on YouTube, man? A lot of people don't really talk about the financial obligation that you pretty much just got once you got accepted STA-21. Like, yay, congratulations. Now, hopefully you've been saving some money, especially if you're planning on moving out of state. I'm gonna talk about it today, and stay tuned to the video. Okay, let's talk about it. So we know that the Navy is going to pay for your move. We already know that. That's going to include your pack out and getting you to Rhode Island. We know that. And then you're going to get another ticket to go to your university. If you don't know, I suggest you go ahead and request for advanced travel pay. If you don't know, request for advanced travel pay. The reason being is for that money to help you across whatever state you're going to go to. So when that money finally kicks in, remember, like, what I did was I used the point system on my credit cards. So I swiped my credit cards and then I used that advanced travel pay to get points on my credit card. That way you can use those credit card points wherever you want to use them for. Comes in pretty handy, especially if you active duty military looking to get the American Express Platinum card. They waived the annual fee and that credit card has amazing travel bonuses. Check it out. So when you get the training like any other military training school, you don't have to pay for much, right? So you get your room, you get to eat three meals a day, and then the military pays for it as long as you go onto the galley. Well, you're paying for it, but you know what I mean. Like the food would be covered. You don't have to pay for the uniforms that you bring, and hopefully you already packed up your sea bag or whatever that you take, and that way you have all the soap, the shampoo, all that good stuff, your underwear and all that. Now, what I did have to pay for, I did have to pay for my uniforms, my officer uniforms. Now, you don't have to pay for it all at once. They give you the option of getting the military star card, or you could pay out of pocket. I chose to pay out of pocket because I already had a credit card and I wanted to get those points on my own card, and I also been saving money too. So I used my regular credit card to pay for all of my uniforms. It came out to be about $2,000, and then that uniform allowance that you get, your first and only uniform allowance as a commissioned officer, you will get while you're in Rhode Island. It might not hit while you're there. It might take a few weeks or a month to get it, but when it comes to you, use that money to pay off your uniforms off that credit card. That's what I did. Like I said, I like getting my points. In order to save up some costs, some people in my class did go to a thrift store at their last command or whatever. They had a thrift store for uniforms, and then they tried on uniforms. That way they spent less money on uniforms. I spent that much money because I did get multiple items, multiple of the same items. Like I had got brand new socks, uniforms, PT uniforms. I got multiple covers and stuff like that. I got multiple of different things, and I also got the nicer version of those things that was on that list. Because I like to have extras, I like to look good and make sure that my stuff looks crispy at the time of uniform inspections. That's what I meant by that. So what people don't tell you neither is to prepare for that move, especially if you're going to school out of the state that you're currently at. So if you're at Virginia and you wanted to go to school in Washington State, prepare for that move. So I suggest you look at the BAH calendar, see how much you're going to get paid. What's the pay difference from Virginia Beach, Norfolk, Virginia? What's the pay difference when you get to Seattle, Washington? Make sure you know how much money you're losing or gaining, and look at the cost of living, where you're going to live, the apartments and stuff like that. As soon as you get accepted, I highly suggest you look at things like that and think outside the box, so you could be like, okay, this is this is how much money I'll be making and how my lifestyle would change. Especially car insurance. My car insurance skyrocketed from West Coast to East Coast. So yes, you have to switch your insurance, renter insurance, all of that. But if you're not moving from a different state, let's just say you got selected while you was in San Antonio, Texas, and you want to live in Texas, like your family's already there, kids already in school, you already got everything set up in Texas, and you know once you leave Rhode Island, you're going back to Texas, the moving expenses is not going to apply to you. But if you are moving, make sure you apply for advanced dislocation allowance. It's called DLA. Talk to your PS or YN, whoever deals with your money at the time, and request it. Why not? It's free money. It's a dislocation allowance. They're moving you from one place to another, and then you'll get money for that move to help with pots, pans, some food, spices. Everybody knows if you haven't moved before, like, what's it called? Paprika. Paprika is expensive. Pepper, salt, all that good stuff, that's expensive. So you'll have to throw it out because you're moving company with Navy.mil, that moving company is not going to move food, so you'll have to buy all those spices again if you don't pack them up and take them with you. So what I did was I used my personal credit cards to get the points, advanced DLA, dislocation allowance, and then also I took that advanced pay to help with my move. Every little bit helps. Keep track of your receipts, keep track of your money, make sure you know what you're paying for. If you got hotel like reward points, go to those hotels in the areas that you're traveling. For instance, I went from Washington State to Rhode Island, so in between I had to plan out which hotels I was staying at. I had rewards with certain hotels, so I went to those hotels. Make sure you get the points, make sure you use those credit cards responsibly, of course. Don't just use them just to use them. Get the advanced pay and you should be good on your travel. If you have any more questions, just hit me up in the comment section below. If you have any tips for moving that you know of and you got any resources, put those in the comment section below as well, because that comment could definitely help somebody out as they come to these videos. I appreciate you guys looking at these videos, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.